see her level damage. Search. Oh,
Man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Like, oh wait, this could be a lot of damage right here. Oh, never mind. I take it back. It's another quick. Wow.
Vortex kick.
Vortex kick. Art's
And
down.
killing that Bart.
Gotta be game.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, that's game.
Alright, welcome back to WBEL Season 2, Week 7 for the Charming Division. This week, Itomanpr isn't available, so I'm going to be his replacement. As usual, we're here with Manta.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon.
Manta, next week, are we brunching in Vermont?
You might want to get like JV and Ready Player Will, and we can all meet up. Maybe even Dejin, too. We can have a whole Northeast party.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Manta and I actually got brunch a few months ago, and we're not even living in the same country, but GB and Ready Player Wills are always joking that haven't even met up, even if they live like 1 hour from each other.
The Numero's vacation worked out driving right past my house, so we couldn't say no to that opportunity. And it was a very good cinnamon roll pancake, I must say.
Yes, it was my most enjoyable moment of the trip, honestly.
I would take a bow, but then I'd disappear off the camera.
Alright, for the standings, we got currently Turambar in first place with his extra point. After that, we got Itomanpr with 5 points. And then we got LXZ92, ShadowSnatcher, Maverick, all with 4 points. And for the last playoff spot, we got Manta with 3 points. After that, we got WickedAwesomeSauage, Sandrooster, Dervis, and Detto, all with 2 points. So they're really within reach.
Tightly knit end of the standings here, so with a couple weeks left, it's really anybody's game at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're only within the playoffs because of that extra point. Otherwise, you're 3 kills away from Wicked and Sandrooster. You're at risk right now.
Yep, I could be very easily in last place at this point, but I have used my whole roster, used that extra point to my advantage thus far.
Yes, let's see if the others will forget.
I would hope not, but we'll see what happens.
Alright, so first fight, we got ShadowSnatcher against Turambar. So on Shadow's side, we got Lisette, Tifa, and 2P. And on Turambar's side, we got Mary Luke, Kamral, and Edward. So what can we expect?
Well, I see a lot of fist units right now, so I hope that everyone has their boxing gloves ready, but I have a feeling that because this looks like it's going to be a fight to the death, they might have those gloves off. So, starting out, fastest unit on the map, we've got Tifa buffing the agility and luck on Snatcher's side. So I'm thinking we might be seeing some evasion here. 2P with her barrier field, that's your usual first buff. Getting that physical shield online is going to be important in this fight. Next we've got Turambar coming up, buffing the area resist on his entire team's side. Kamral going next, knocking off Kurd, also bumping up that area resist some more. So we've got some pretty good defense on both sides thus far. Mary Luke bringing up the rear here. Strike attack up, that's going to be helpful. Tifa running in after bumping defensive piercing rate up. She's also got that attack up. So I think we're ready to engage here. We're just waiting for those units to run towards each other and start brawling it out. Purge is going to be helpful for Kamral. Lisette getting some haste online could also be helpful here. Mary Luke up next. Is she in range yet? Here we go. We shot our first damage.
Alright, we're a combo from some Tifa, so a lot of damage on that Mary Luke, but that Lisette just finished the job. So next we got 2P. He's in a great spot right now, but it all depends on Edward's damage and accuracy. Alright, so I think that she just one-shot. No, so Kamral. Okay, she nearly one-shot that Kamral, but he lives upon his courage. So next we got Edward better packed up a punch right now, because otherwise he'll be in trouble. So wall breaker, and nearly killing the old team, but unfortunately for him, 2P and Lisette both lives with very few HP. So next we got the Kamral, Dispel Pred, killing that Lisette. Oh wow.
That was quite some damage on a proc right there. Whew.
Yeah, so double burst and not able to kill that Edward. Yep. It was a great beginning for ShadowSnatcher, but Turambar has it in the pocket right now.
Edward has the accuracy.
Yes.
Wow.
Woo,
so,
what a fight.
Indeed. Once that fight got going, I mean, we saw a lot of buffs at the beginning, and then once they closed the ground, as I expected, it was gloves off and fight to the death. What do you think about that one, Numero?
They started right one in front of each others. They had time to buff until they're all pumped up, and then no dispel spread until very late in the game, so they all kept their buff and they all unleashed their fury into each other. So yeah, the moment where they begin to brawl, it was already the end. What I could notice is that the agility was really well synced in ShadowSnatcher's side. Like he had this 1-2-3 combo. It was really starting very well, but unfortunately I think that the key of the game is the elemental advantage coming from Edward versus that 2P.
For sure. And on top of that, I think there was a little bit of range height going on here where Snatcher's team wasn't able to get any AoEs that could even hit Edward. I mean, he was pretty stout on the AoE resist at that point as it was, but not putting any damage down at all on him, I think, was also a key factor in the match as well.
Yes, I think that it was a nice decision coming from Turambar, because on this map, especially in the middle, it's a great map, just like last week, for select type of attack. Edward, it was his favorite playground right now.
For sure.
Alright, so GG to both players, and congratulations to Turambar.
GG's to both players.
Alright, so next match is Itomanpr against Maverick. So we got Halloween Lucia, Ziza again, and of course 119 Mustadio. On the Maverick side, we got Zazan, Griffard, and Chunak. So Manta, what can we expect?
Well, I think this match is going to be a mix of evasion, status effects, and damage across the board. At least coming out from Itomanpr's side. On Maverick's side, I'm also thinking maybe a charm could come out from Zazan, and he's also got evasion. And I think that the Griffard is a smart play here against Ziza and Colonel Mustard, but against Halloween Lucia over here with the magic damage, he might not stack up so well. However, I'm expecting physical shields on both sides. Wow, we got damage already.
Immobilize is going to be big.
I'm thinking, honestly, that might not be the worst thing in the world for Maverick, because Griffard will be able to buff more this way, and, you know, have a lot of AP when he is finally able to enter the match. So we'll see what happens when he gets there.
Yeah, that guy has like a 6 buff that he can use.
The elemental chain resist there is going to help against Lucia and Ziza. Not against Mustard if he just continues to sit there and chip away at, you know, but reapplying the immobilize.
He won't be joining soon. But he
You're going to have a max AP Griffard when the time comes.
Oh no. But Itoman's team is too fast. I would have given in the edge because Chunak will have been able to like jump in front of the crew, and they will have the time to concentrate on him because of his evasion. But right now it's not good if he's going to end the shield on Halloween Lucia. Must be pretty near to 0, and he's going for the Griffard. Alright, that's really not looking good for him. But next we got Mustadio. He's going to be aced, maybe to proc more immobilize on Griffard. So next we got Ziza again, and not even able to break the shield on that Griffard. So next we got Griffard, and he's within reach for those two. So does he have the accuracy? Here goes his LB. He's going to decrease the AoE of 30, I think. And missing the Ziza, but yeah, the shield on that Halloween Lucia is now down, so Fatal Pirouette. He has the accuracy, so he's able to kill that Halloween Lucia. Okay, I was more talking about Ziza, but yeah, she had an enough evasion. At least on this point, it's good for him. Mustadio again, arm shot, not able to hit that Maverick with his Chunak. Next, we got Ziza, LB on Griffard. He has to kill him right now, otherwise it's going to be very difficult. I think it's a miss. So he missed the Griffard.
He hasn't broke. He didn't reapply the shield, did he?
Oh, maybe he did so little
unexpected
damage, yeah.
Well, this is looking a little rough for Itoman right now. However, they've been unable to hit Ziza at all, so at the rate we're going, I have a feeling we may have a map, or may have a fight that comes down to turns. Griffard's not even doing anything, so he can't hit her. Charm does not land, so there was that status effect I predicted, but it didn't work.
Yeah, but like you said,
can put out a hurting pretty quick. I think this may go to turns.
Yeah, there's not enough turns, and also she doesn't have enough AP. And she's not famous for AoE. Unfortunately for Itomanpr, I think that it's his loss.
Well, we have seen a lot of LBs this match, so that's pretty cool. Landed
Yes.
the poison too. Ooh.
Yeah.
We just slowly whittled it down here.
And now she's Charm.
Hey, on the bright side, at least she can hit them with a buff. She might not. She might not be able to hit them with some of her attacks, but she did buff them up.
For you, what was the key of the match?
I honestly think Grifford getting immobilized early on and not being able to run forward while Lucia was hasted up, where she could have chained him down, I think, pretty quickly. Grifford standing there and soaking up AP and damage from both Ziza and Mustadio, I think really swayed that match in Maverick's favor. We saw it took quite a while until they were able to hit Ziza, but at that point she didn't have any support to kind of dish the damage back out. I think that early Immobilize actually worked more in Maverick's favor than it did in Itoman's. What are your thoughts?
I have to give the key of the match on the lock on Maverick. The lock stat, of course, because the thing is that the only damage dealer that Itoman had on this fight that was able to deal any damage was Alwyn Lucia because of her guaranteed hits, so she needed to do those before Tuna could proc his guaranteed hit nullify, and she only has 3 casts, so the fact that this Ziza isn't accurate and is only very evady, it's not good for Itoman. His team was also so damn fast that they had time to rejoin Grifford at the top of the map. If Chunak were way faster and would have been able to go more in this middle area with all the boxes that are scattered around, it would have been really great for Itoman because he could have focused on him and then go for the Grifford. But yeah, absolutely everything that could go wrong for Itoman went wrong. So really tough luck on his side.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think that if Chunak had been able to get out there quicker and Grifford not drawn the hate, we might have seen a different match, but...
And this Mustadio did his job.
He did. He certainly did. Status effects applied. Repeatedly.
Yes.
Although it would have been nice to see a Petrify, not gonna lie.
Yeah, shame on you, Itoman. Alright, GG to both players and congratulations to Maverick.
GG's to both players.
Alright, we got Detto against LXD92, so we have our famous Bronwell matchup that they announced to us. For those who went into the Discord, they said publicly that they had for this match to play Bronwell on each side. They kept their promise. So on Detto's side we got Whisper, Bronwell and Valet. On LXD's side we got Bronwell, Lemery and Cecil.
You're up, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for a Bronwell brawl. So, looking at these matchups, we're going to see some support, we're going to see some regen, we're probably going to see some hastes, and we're going to see, you know, which Bronwell can break through the other team's sustain first. So, right off the match, LXD's side, we've got Bronwell buffing the team, and we've got likely a haste or a Hastega incoming here. Well played with the placement, because I think it's going to hit the entire team. On Detto's side, Bronwell also getting regen online for the entire team. I'm expecting some Ice Vitalization right here. There we go. And then for Whisper, not too familiar with her, to be honest with you. I've never really used her, but Set the Pace is definitely going to be important when the haste gets online on the other side. Oh, we're just doing 2 units now, so I'm going to expect that Cecil's going to get that buff next. Here comes Revitalize. So Bronwell's going to have AP for days, just like she did against me.
And Quicken.
Oh, we got a Quicken. Trying to close the gap quickly. I don't think she's in range yet, though.
I will have given the edge to that Lemery, but now that the Addison TMR is up, honestly I don't know how it ends.
Well, it was well played by Detto, expecting a haste to come out from Lemery. And there's the Elena TMR, which I also used against LXD, which is a very smart choice against his light and dark heavy roster. Whisper, can she engage here? Nope, not quite. So she's buffing up her defenses even more. Another Quicken coming in. I think we're going to see our first damage here.
Yes. We got Righteous Cleaver, so a little bit of damage, but that was expecting with all the buffing that went on Detto's side. Next we got Lemuray, probably a Quicken. Alright, so Cecil moving forward, Reconning Light, doing about 3k on that Whisper, so not a lot. Next we got Detto's Bronwell, it's going to be confusing. Great Slash, able to remove shield, so not a lot on LXD's side. Next we got a Valet, probably able to heal. Yes, we got a Cura. Oh, about 4k on both. Alright, so she casted Ace again on everyone. Righteous Cleaver, not a lot of... Okay, so this is really a wet noodle fight right now. Next we got Lemuray, probably another Quicken since everyone is LT and Aced. Alright, a lot of damage on that Cecil, but he gained a little bit more HP with regen, so he's at 4k right now. Did a little damage on Detto's team. Next we got Bronwell. The chaining is going to stack up, so a lot of damage on both. And we got a Quicken. I think it's the end right now. Absolutely wild time. And this is her LD.
Some Crystal Judgment. The power of the church compels you.
Oof.
Ooh.
And
Whisper hanging on by a thread.
By a thread, yeah. And let's see if Valet has full life. I really hope that he doesn't go for a Cura on Whisper otherwise. Yes, he went for Cura. Oh, that's so unfortunate. And Cura on the ultimate on the other side. Yep. I think I have to give the win to LXD.
I'm thinking they might close the gap on Valade here. Nope. We're just gonna, wow, that was a pretty strong standard attack right there. Jeez.
Basic
like
attack
you
of
said,
Chisei.
Looks like it's just a matter of time now, unfortunately. Can Detto get off a full life?
Oh no, the Whisper!
Probably not the unit you want, though.
That damn Valade.
Can Cecil finish off the Whisper? Yes, he can.
Will we see
Are we
an
out of
offensive?
Quickens here? Nope, looks like
So
got one more Quicken in the bag here.
Yeah, I think that Quicken was undervalued for this format. Not many players picked Quickeners. In the last 2 weeks, we saw that a couple of those teams use Quicken with those funky maps at their advantage. So, yeah, really well played from LXD's side.
Yes, I agree. One thing I noticed on the fight, I think Cecil was holding the cell phone because I definitely saw haste hit him, but he didn't appear to be hasted up, so possibly anticipating some status effects, maybe from Whisper's White Wave.
Maybe
but
the Faith.
Regardless, yeah, maybe that too. But regardless, I would say on LXD's side, fantastic initial placement and opening round of buffs. In the end, was able to overcome set the pace, which knocked the haste off a couple times, but as we've seen with Lemuray, it seems like she can cast haste and quicken for days, and she continued to do that until the end of the fight.
Yeah, I think that both teams prepped very well. On Detto's side, he went especially for the initial turns, removal of Ace. We got the Starlight Elena TMR for the Dark Resist. The only thing is that those things only last 3 turns. Like we saw, it was a wet noodle fight. There was not much damage on both sides, and when all the buffs turned off on Detto's side, it's when we saw that the LXD was able to apply a lot of damage, and also we got the chaining on this side, and with the well-timed Quicken, he had absolutely no luck on that side.
Yeah, like you said, that was there was a lot of defense online at the beginning of that fight, and unfortunately, as it started to wear off, I think having the additional Quickens and hastes really played a part in the ending of that match.
Alright, good job guys, it was a nice showdown. It was really exciting to see. GG to both players, and congratulations to LXD92.
GG's to both Bronwells. Congrats LXD.
Alright, so next match we got your team Manta against Dervis. So on your side we got Summer Glassy, Rachis, and Seymour. On Dervis side we got Lorenzo, Ice Olet, and Valade. What can we expect?
Well, so on Dervis' side, I saw the high magic stat. I was kind of hoping for Soul here, but I'm facing Howlet. On my side, my strategy here was really just to get Glassy away from everyone. I put her up the middle, not knowing which side Dervis would pick, and he also happened to pick up the middle. So I'm hoping this gives me the opportunity to let Raychez and Seymour buff a little bit, get Glassy out front, away from the team, and soak up enough damage so that when they arrive into the fight, they can start whittling, Dervis's units down and stay out of any AoEs and anything like that. So far, just getting some buffs online. No major damage yet, and this is what I didn't expect was Dervis's Lorenzo to run out and attack already.
Oh, you needed one more buff?
Not necessarily, with the map of this size, I didn't expect, baited damage so quickly. So, on his side, he's got haste online with his Howlet, which is going, I think, to play a pretty important part because that'll let Howlet close in on my units a little quicker here. But countering with my own haste on Rachez's side, hoping that, maybe she has the speed in the end. But Glassy doesn't have much range, so she was able to get her second buff off.
At least she got the distance.
Yes, she does. But did not expect his Lorenzo to run backwards this time, so he is a man of many surprises.
Oh man, the range on that attack, it's incredible. So we got the LB coming from Arlette. Let's see we got 7k on that Rachez and she doesn't have the ace anymore. Seymour is pretty far, Dreamscape only 2k on that Arlette, and the other cure just healed them back. I mean, he's a fire unit. I don't know how he managed to tank that much, honestly. We got a lot of damage coming from Valade on that Summer Glassy, but she used her health back, so she's now full health. But now, oh yeah, so finishing up that Rachis. I thought that he had maybe a chance for the whole team, so I'm kind of surprised. Wolf and Claw, not a lot of damage on anyone. Yeah, on their side, they're all very beefed up. I don't know if it's because of the protect. Alright, so Arlette going next. Wheezy aiming 4. Glassy still have 8. Okay, Symphonic Breaker on the Seymour, so now he only has 3k health. Dreamscape Blade again, not even able to kill that Valade. It's really odd. Alright, Valade with only 400 HP. What is he aiming for? Another offensive. Yes, Emperor, so it was an offensive Valade all along. Now we got Arlette again. Is he able to kill that Glassy? So no, only 3k. She has a last chance. Graviton Strike able to at least get 1 kill, but Lorenzo is still alive. So Lorenzo next only has 20 AP. Jumping into the air. Jump. About 2k on that Glaciella. Next we got Arlette. Tranquil Range Ring and finishing up. Well played on Dervis side. They're really a lot of bulk.
Yeah, and not only the bulk, but between Lorenzo's ability to remove Courage and Howlett's ability to not only break the Banishing Barrier that Rach has had online, but also removing her haste, he got me with the 2-in-1 Dispel that I was not hoping to see. That attack alone, I think, really swayed the fight. As you had mentioned, I really was surprised at how bulky he was against the Seymour for his ice units, but having Valade counterattack and kill Seymour was kind of amusing, I'm not gonna lie. So shout out to Dervis. That was a really well-built team, and we spoke briefly after the match. He said he was expecting the Glassy, and that's why he brought Lorenzo, so that he could knock her Courage off and hopefully not prolong the fight in the event of one turn would have made the difference. Yeah, I think just overall, Dervis did a fantastic job of prepping for what he expected, and I brought one of the teams he expected. Just Dervis on that, on his prep.
Yes, absolutely. There's not much to say. We can see that Dervis had your team in mind because the damage on your side was completely shut down. He told me before the fight that he really wanted that win because he felt like he has lost a couple of matches due to a little bit of misfortune. Yeah, he was waiting for you with blood in his teeth already. Alright, GG to both players and congratulations to Dervis.
Yes, nice work, Dervis. Solid win.
Alright, so next match of the day, we're going to have WickedAwesomeSauage against Sandrooster. On Wicked side, we got Liarte, A2, and Kadia. On Sandrooster side, we're going to have OG, Glaciella, MacLeod, and Aileen. Manta, what can we expect?
Well, I think from Vincent's side, we've got some status effects from Liarte. We've got a well-known pierce-resistant unit in A2, who's also a good damage carry, and some support in Kadia versus the triple pierce comp coming out from Sandrooster. So I think this match is going to come down to, can Sandrooster get a pierce chain going on A2 enough in time to kill her with the timing correctly to avoid Kadia and the sustain? With Kadia and A2 on the other side of the map right now, this might be a slow start to the fight. I have a feeling that the Pierce units are going to close in on Liarte as well as they can, and it might be a 2v3 pretty quickly, but if she can get off 3 immobilizes, you never know. So, Earth Resist coming in there might wear off by the time this starts, and there we go.
It's what I thought. So we got Glaciela one-shotting, who was it? Oh, Ailing
Aileen?
one-shotting that Ailing. Yes, so next we got Berserk.
Berserk mode, yep.
Yes, we don't see that skill very often. Kadia probably applying the... Oh, okay, so Calamity Guard. I think that they are pretty far. They probably won't have it used. So Aileen going forward, the murderous girl. So Destructive Spiral nearly killing that Aileen, so she doesn't have her ace anymore. Next we got Glaciela. Is she in range to leap? So yes, a leap strike. Doing about 1.5k damage on that A2, so very, very low. Since she had the range, the Calamity Guard has protected A2 a little bit. And we have another cast of Calamity Guard. Okay, that's pretty neat. Got A2 next. Who is she going to aim? Both Aileen and MacLeod. So killing Aileen and MacLeod is pretty low right now. Next we got Glaciela. What is she going to do? So we got a strike attack. Oh yeah, this A2 can stack piercing resist pretty... Oh! So we got a missile attack coming from MacLeod doing about 8k on that A2, but it got recovered right away from that Kadia. It's really harsh to see. So a Destructive Spiral killing that MacLeod. Too bad because he was his first DPS on this fight. And next we got Glaciela, Leap Strike again. Not able to kill anyone, so doing a good chunk on that Kadia, but she still has her healing. What is she going to cast? So we got Kura on both players, so they're still full health. Next we got A2 Scraper Slash, not able to kill that Glaciela, but nearly. Alright, she got another attack. What is she going to... And we got, man, the cherry on the top, reflex coming from A2, and not able to kill that Kadia who's standing with like 1% HP, and A2 finishing up that Glaciela. Ooh, that was harsh.
Well, I think that match played out kind of as many of us may have expected.
Yeah.
Liarte was there to, be a decoy. And then A2, we saw her do what she usually does, which is destroy. If I have to give a key of the match, I think that the Kadia was a really smart play. Yeah. With the Calamity Guard reapplying more than once, a couple physical shields for A2 there, and able to sustain throughout the fight with the Curas. I think that really played a factor in swinging the match in Vincent's side because, we did see a chain coming out from Sandrooster, and that chain was pretty stout, but A2 had just enough in the tank to survive it. So Kadia was able to heal him up, and then A2 went back to work. What do you think?
Yeah, same thing. The other thing would be really that it was an unfortunate matchup because you can't really play Piercing against A2 because of our card especially. She stacks piercing resistance way too much, and for older gen units it's nearly impossible to overcome, but at least Sandrooster was smart to use other type attack on the sub, so we saw a couple of strike attacks in the play.
Indeed.
Alright, so GG to both players, and congratulations to WickedAwesomeSauage.
GG's to both players.
Alright, so this was it for the Charming Division this week. So right now we have Turambar with 7 points for the first place. He also has his extra point, so it's good for him. After that we got LXD92, so 5 points because of his extra point. And then we have Itomanpr and Maverick, both with 5 points. For the 5th place, we get ShadowSnatcher with 4 points. And then for the last place for the playoffs right now, we get WickedAwesomeSauage with 3 points. After that, we got Dervis, Manta, both with 2 points. Only Manta has his extra point. And then we have Sandrooster and Detto with 2 points at the bottom. So it's going to be really complicated for those guys in the bottom. I think that they need to win out to have a chance and expect their opponent to lose some matches. So it's going to be a very, very tight until the end.
Yes, it will. And the weekly reminder for those who haven't used their entire roster yet, you have an extra point sitting on the board still, so I implore you to do so. Or you climb an uphill battle to get into the playoffs.
Alright, so thank you everyone for watching, and I hope that we're going to see you into the next video.
Thanks everybody, have a good one.